Hi everyone, so this is our welcome back to school video. In the video you're going to find out what some of the changes might be. We're going to have a quick look around so that you can see some of the things out in the playground, and I'm also going to explain to you our new trial for a dropping off zone and how you'll get into school in the morning. So hopefully it'll all make sense and you'll know exactly what you need to do, what you need to bring with you, and you'll know that we're really looking forward to seeing you back next week. So in the morning when you come in, if you have parked up, then you would make your way to the gate as you have been. If you're making or taking advantage of our new drop-off, then obviously you would be able to come to the edge of the pavement, and we will then watch that you cross safely across to the gate, and you'll be able to make your way into school, where you will be able to then go down the steps just like we were before, so no change there. You go down the steps and you'll make your way into your classrooms. Okay, so that. We're really lucky to have a car park out at the school, as a lot of our local schools don't have their own car park, but obviously ours is quite different in that we have 3 buses turning up to drop children off, and we have a lot of parents who are still driving because they are not eligible for bus transport. So we've come up with a plan that we hope might work and might ease the congestion, and we would really appreciate your support in giving it a go. If it doesn't work, we will abandon it, but we do want to trial it to start with. So initially on the first week back, our buses are going to be coming into school. They're going to be making their way down the hill. So they're going to be coming into school this way so that they can make their way down the hill, and they're then going to park up at the, or they're going to pull up, sorry, just opposite where the main entrance is. And although there are the zigzag lines saying keep clear, we're hoping that the children will be able to disembark really quickly. There'll be a member of school staff waiting on the other side of the curb to be able to greet them, and a member of school staff waiting on this side of the pavement to be able to make sure they cross safely. Once the children have got off of the bus, then the buses will either make their way back down the hill, or they will reverse in and make their way off up through the village. If you are in a car and you would like to join in with giving this a trial for us, then please could you follow the guidance that we will show you in a moment, which will show you Lizzie and Dexter modelling what to do. Member of school staff will open the door for your child, they will greet them, you can say goodbye, and then you can drive off, and hopefully that eliminates the need for you to be putting a mask on, getting out the car and coming into school and having to park up. Obviously, if you do want to park up because you need to bring something into school, or you want to tell somebody something, then by all means please do come in. But could we ask that we try and think carefully about where we're parking? So this curved area here is one of the areas that the bus needs to have fairly clear for parking, for reversing, and again this curved area here. So if we could try and avoid those. I know the temptation from lots of you, and I completely understand, my husband as well, is to park on the edge because you can make a quick exit, but it does mean that it slows everyone else down because the buses can't get in and out carefully. So we've spoken to the bus company. They're going to try and drop the children off and then leave the village the same way if they can. If not, they will then reverse once the children have got off, and they will go back up the village. So if you do need to park, obviously we have got these bays here, which are the parish council bays. We have got Mrs. Sheridan's van, which is going to be moved over the weekend, so that gives us another space. We have got all of this space along the fence that you can use to park in, and some of our school staff are going to go down this little track to the old nursery car park, so there'll be some members of staff going down there to free up some spaces. We have also got obviously the edge of the fence that school staff tend to park in, and then we have got where you can see my car and Debbie the cleaner's car. There are spaces here which tend to be filled by the time parents arrive. We do have a disabled bay. It is space for about 2 cars, but can we please ask, if possible, that they are kept clear? One, they're for deliveries because you have the bumped curb, but 2, this also cuts off the turning circle here if people are parked. So if we can try as far as we can to park sensibly, only stop if you and park up if you really need to. If you are happy to just to drop and run, then we're more than happy to greet the children, get them out and get them straight into school so that they can meet their friends and things like that. So like I say, we're going to give it a go. We're going to trial it. It isn't going to work immediately. There might be a few teething problems, but we just think we need to resolve the issues of the car park. We need to keep the children as safe as we possibly can, and we also need to get you on your way off home to do some more work or off wherever you are happening to go. All right, so hopefully that makes sense and you'll be able to follow those directions. Any questions, just let us know. Morning. Hello. Have a lovely day. Bye. Well done. Over you go. Good girl. Morning, Dexter. Out you come.
Bye, Mum.
Well done. Good boy. Well done. Okay, so this is the top playground, and as you can see behind me there is a colourful array of lots of different loose parts. So this is something the staff have been working hard on, is to try and improve playtimes, to get lots of activities for you to be able to do so that you can keep busy, keep occupied and have fun with your friends. So we have got our loose parts area. You can make use of all of the reels, of the pipes, the crates, the cupboards to put all your things away in. We've got tyres, bricks, puzzles, planks to build things. So it's an area where you can get really active, build things with your friends, and then pop it all away at the end of playtime. So that's the top playground. So once you've come down the steps, then what you'll notice is our new reading nook, and our little cosy cabin is in the process of going up. So it's a few bits still left to do, but in there is going to be lots of different play equipment which we can get out. There'll be some comfy bean bags and things like that so that you can do some drawing, some reading and things during your playtime. So the entrance to Mercury, like we were using before, what you would do is you would come round the corner and you'll make your way round to the gate that you can see that is open, and Mrs. Maudsley or one of the teaching assistants in that class will greet you in the mornings, and you'll then make your way into the classroom, up the slope and into your classroom door where you can pop all your things away. You've got a mud kitchen that you'll be able to use during some of your free time. You've got some signs of spring emerging. You'll be able to make some really loud noises with the musical instruments. So if you are Saturn or Neptune, then everything is the same for you. You're going to come down those steps, and if you're Saturn, you're going to make your way into the white classroom door, which will be open, ready to greet you, and you'll then make your way through the classroom and into the cloakroom, where you'll pop away your coat. And on the first few days back, you might need to hang your PE kit up. More about that in a minute. If you are Neptune, then you will make your way up the slope through this white door into the cloakroom directly, pop your things away, and you'll go through into your classroom. Now, if you are in Little Stars in reception or in nursery and you come in on your own or with your brother or sister, you will make your way down into our classroom door and you'll go through and hang your things up. Okay, for our nursery children and our nursery mummies and daddies, it is still absolutely fine for you to be bringing our youngest children into school. What we would ask is that you just wear your face mask, your face covering, and that you follow the route round that you've been used to doing before. So you need to just go round. You would follow this route round to here, make your way round through the wooden sort of pine coloured gate, and then either one of our nursery staff or one of the teaching assistants who work with us in Little Stars will open up the colourful gate, and they'll be there to greet you either at the classroom door or in the outside area. So in the bottom end of our playground, this is our speed zone. So it's where children are encouraged to be really active and to build up their stamina, and to be able to use the scooters, the bikes, to be doing basketball passes. We've got planks for them to be able to make ramps and jumps for the scooters, obviously bearing in mind safety. We have got our little trail that the children can join in with, so they can do their hopscotch. They can do a game with the north, south, east and west. They can then follow the trail all the way through, doing jumps and turns and hops, and then they can finish there. So this is our speed and active zone. And then we have got our chill and skill zone. So this is where the children can do slightly calmer things which require more concentration. So we looked at our chill and cosy cabin, but we've also got balance beams, hurdles. We've also then got at the bottom end of that playground, we have a couple of little rogue trikes that have made their way around here, but we've got our tough tray which will contain our loom bands for the children to be able to make some loom band creations. We have a little toy garage. We have then a play kitchen area so the children can play in here. So we've got those different zones in the playground, and the children will get a chance to experience all of them. So each week what will happen is that each class will be assigned a zone or an area so that we can keep them in their bubbles, and then they rotate round. So for instance, Neptune might be on top court, they would then move down to the chill area, and then the following week they would then move to the speed zone, and then they go back to top court. Saturn would start perhaps in the chill zone, they'd move to the speed area, and then they go back up onto top court. This is our outside area for our Little Stars, so our nursery and reception. So they're encouraged out here all day long, but at lunchtime and playtime, we make sure that the whole group comes out, that they explore, they're creative, they're active, they're physical, and they just explore what their bodies can do when they're running around and being physical. We also have our play equipment that all the children can use, but obviously that's when the weather is fine. And again, that would be on a rota basis so that the bubbles aren't mixing more than they need to. Okay, a little sneaky peek. So some of these items are going to go in our shed when it is finished. They are lots of the new items. So you can see just in the boxes, we've got stilts, we've got wiggle walkers, we've got these giant stilts that have just arrived. We have the surfing board. We have got, let's have a little look in here. Oh, we have got another balance beam. And I think in here, yeah, we've got lots of skipping toys. We have a Whizzy Dizzy, and we have got some foam javelins and some Lolo bouncers. So these items will be stored in the shed, and the children will be able to get them out on a rota basis. So they're really exciting new equipment, and obviously some things that the children are familiar with. So all our classes have got their own cloakroom area, and the pegs are spaced fairly well out, but obviously to fit the children in, we need to have them quite close. So large rucksacks normally aren't particularly useful because they fall off. But at the moment, with COVID restrictions in place and the risk of transmission, what we're asking is that children really just think about bringing their school book bag into school with them. They can put their reading book in there, any letters they might have, and and that will then be stored in a central place or on their peg. And then on their peg, all they need to have is their coat or a PE drawstring bag, ideally a small one, not a rucksack, because they just fall off, and jumpers and things like that. We have boxes in the classroom, or the children can pop them on their peg, or they can pop them on the back of their chair. Okay, no change in the hall, apart from the fact that we have resurrected our 4 bubble zones. So Jo has set that all up ready, has cleaned it all down, so we're all good to go with the children coming in to the lunch hall, ready for their dinners. What we are going to ask is, wherever possible, please could we encourage as many children as we can to have school dinners and to take up that option. It reduces the amount of things that are coming into school and then going home. So we're hoping that reduces the risk of transmission of anything that the lunch bags might have picked up. If you are having packed lunch, could we ask that wherever possible things are in a throwaway bag, which we know is not good for the environment, but that's one less thing for the children to have to take home and possibly carry any bugs home with them. The dinner menu is over here, and you should all have it, and I will. Okay, we are sticking with the same menu because we didn't actually get to use it very much. So it is the 3-week menu, and we are on week 1. So the dates are at the top if you still have your menu, and you can see the 8th of the 3rd is week 1. So the choices on Monday are cheese and tomato pizza with dough balls or the veggie burrito. Both are absolutely lovely, and you can also choose the jacket potato or tomato pasta. There is a brownie for pudding as well. So they are definitely tasty. Obviously, children like different options. You might want to mix and match. If you do, however, have 5 meals in 1 week, then what we do is we still honour that offer of buy 5 and only pay for 4. And the price should have been £2.34, but as a school, we're keeping them as £2.30 per meal, as we really do value the hot dinners that the children are eating. For next week, we are asking that children all wear their school uniform back into school. It is advised by the government as well, upon the return after the COVID lockdown, that children should return to school uniform. But we are fully understanding that actually you may not have been able to get out and about to get your school uniform purchases made, and relying on online shopping is not quite as easy sometimes. So what we ask is this, that you, as closely as possible, you try and mirror what the school uniform should be, which is black or grey bottoms. Preferably we advise grey, but black or grey, or a black or grey dress. That you have a white polo shirt or a red polo shirt underneath our red school sweatshirt, or underneath the red school cardigans. Black shoes should be worn, or appropriate boots, but if you do need to go for trainers at the moment, could we ask that you have a dark colour? So one of the things that I've been asked quite a lot is about wearing face masks in school. So what we're going to do is, in line with county advice, is still ask children to wear their face masks and face coverings on buses. The children should still be sitting in the same places as they were before. Obviously, if new children have become eligible to go on the buses, we will sort that out. But they should still be sitting in the same places, with the first people on, getting on and going to the back of the bus, and sitting in sibling groups, which may mean that some children will be sitting on their own, but that is to try and reduce the risk of transmission. We've also been asked by county to remind parents that they shouldn't be car sharing. If you have to car share, then they've asked us to let you know that what they suggest is that you should be wearing face masks, spacing out in the car, having the windows open as much as you can, and cleaning the car after every journey. With regards to children and staff wearing face masks inside the school building, the advice from the government has been a little bit complicated. So it's very clear that primary school pupils should not and do not need to wear face coverings inside the school rooms. The advice for staff is that they should be able to socially distance and to maintain good respiratory and hand hygiene in order to not wear the masks. We do have a member of staff wearing a transparent face shield and visor just to add some extra protection due to a health vulnerability. But what we found is that when we do this, our children get much closer because everything becomes muffled and harder for them to hear. We feel that by wearing the face coverings inside the school buildings, we actually make it harder for the children to learn, and we also are allowing them to feel that they need to come closer to us in order to be able to hear. Obviously at the moment you can't see my facial expressions fully, you can only see my eyes, you can't really tell if I'm smiling, if I'm shouting, and it is much harder to then hear those sounds and model those sounds and words clearly. So as a school staff, we have obviously taken up the lateral flow testing, which allows us to be tested twice a week to see if we are infectious at any point in that week. And we have also decided to make sure that we can maintain that social distancing as far as possible when we're crossing bubbles, and to also maintain good respiratory and hand hygiene. We really can't wait to have you all back, but we do know that some of you might be feeling a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous, and that goes for children and for mummies and daddies. So if you have any questions or worries, then please don't hesitate to message either myself or your child's class teacher, and we will try and just allay any fears that you might have, any nervousness, and just help you get yourself or your child back to school. So it's been a bit of a long holiday. It's just like having a summer holiday, but obviously with not such good weather, a bit colder. But we will get back to normal. Next week I've asked all the teachers to try and make sure that the children have time to reintegrate with each other, re-socialise, get back into that routine of school and the expectations, probably deal with having to get up early, get dressed, not have so many snacks during the day, and not go to the toilet every time they want to. So we will balance out all of that reminding of routines and reintegrating and socialising with our friends with a balance of schoolwork. So what we'd like to ask you to do is to bring in your home learning book that you've had at home. So that's for children in Mercury, Saturn and Neptune. Bring it in with you on Monday, and we can have a look and share with you all of the wonderful learning you've been doing. But then the rest of the topic of Tudors will be completed in that book up until Easter. So it's all in one place. It's kind of your lockdown memory. If you're in Little Stars, don't worry if you haven't really started your exercise book, you've only had it recently. Bring it in if you've got it. If not, we've got other activities that we're going to be doing anyway, all along that same theme. So we will get back to normal, but we will spend some time just informally assessing, getting to grips with where the children are, and giving them a chance to socialise with their friends and feel.
We're really excited you're back on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Go. Hiya. Can't wait to have you back on Monday. Really looking forward to seeing you all. It's going to be so great to have everyone back together. We've got so many great things planned. I can't wait to see you on Monday. Bye. Welcome back to Saturn.
We are so excited to see you on Monday. Cannot wait.
Yes, and the time has come. We've been counting down the days and we've just got, wow, Saturday, Sunday, and then you'll be in on Monday. Really, really excited to see you, Saturn. And this is our new topic, which we've been working on already, but we've kind of made a start. So we've got, I wonder who these are. The Six Wives and Henry VIII in the middle, and we've been doing some Tudor palace designs, but there's still lots more space, so we need to fill it with all your work, Saturn. So, have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you.
See you on Monday.
See you on Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Mercury. Looking forward to seeing you on Monday. Sun is shining at the moment, so hopefully it will stay nice next week and we can get out and do lots of fun activities. The classroom's pretty much the same as you left it, so no surprises there. and we just look forward to welcoming Harry and Isabel and seeing you all back together. Take care, have a nice weekend.
Hi, we're looking forward to seeing you on Monday. Can't wait for you to come back to school. Yay!